friends! Welcome to Reading Out Books YouTube channel, where you can listen to amazing, adventurous animated stories every week. Max eagerly gripped the remote, ready for another captivating story, and said, "So without further delay, let's get started." On the edge of a quiet little town, where birds chirped and children rode bikes till sunset, stood a house no one dared to enter. They called it the Monster House, and everyone believed it was haunted or just plain spooky. Max and Mia, riding their bikes, paused near the house, peering fearlessly at its looming presence. Max whispered, "They say it eats socks," and grinned mischievously at Mia. He added, "And shoes, and sometimes lunchboxes," with a playful nudge. Mia rolled her eyes, saying, "Please, Max, houses don't eat lunchboxes." "That's just a story," Max replied seriously. "Tell that to Jimmy," referring to a boy who lost his Spider-Man lunchbox last week at the gate. The narrator explained, "The monster house was old, creaky, and covered in vines, its windows resembling eyes. Its door loomed like a giant mouth that sometimes groaned, giving the house an eerie personality." A low creaking sound accompanied a deep groan. The house seemed to move slightly, just enough to spook them. Mia gulped, murmuring, "Okay, maybe it's a little creepy," her voice trembling slightly. One sunny afternoon, Mia suddenly got an adventurous idea. The spark of mischief lit her eyes. She declared, "Let's go in," and added eagerly, "Just for 5 minutes to prove it's not a monster." She continued, "Just an old squeaky house," trying to sound convincing as she took a step forward. Max hesitated and muttered, "Or we get eaten and turned into couch cushions," cautiously. But Mia was already climbing through a hole in the fence, determination in her steps. The playful, bouncy music started as Max sighed, dropped his bike, and reluctantly followed her inside. Inside, the house was dark, dusty, and full of cobwebs, giving it a funny, spooky vibe. Cobwebs stuck to Max's hair like spaghetti, causing him to gag and complain, "Blah! This house needs a vacuum, and maybe an exorcist!" Suddenly, they heard a sound. A thumping noise coming from upstairs made them freeze in place. The camera zoomed in on a shadow that moved upstairs, heightening the spooky suspense. Mia nervously whispered, "That's probably just the wind," trying to stay brave. Max retorted, "The wind wears slippers now?" with a skeptical tone, trying to hide his nervousness. Following the noise, they ascended the stairs, creeping along the hallway cautiously, seeking the source. In a room filled with mismatched socks, they found a fuzzy, googly-eyed sock monster bouncing merrily. Shocked, they shouted simultaneously, "Ah!" surprised by the creature's appearance. But the sock monster blinked, then sneezed unexpectedly, sending socks flying everywhere, causing chaos. The creature said in a cute voice, "Sorry, allergic to clean air," and sniffled adorably. Mia looked at him puzzled, asking softly, "Wait, you're not scary?" The sock monster giggled and bounced, replying, "Scary? No, I'm Marvin, the housekeeper." He explained, "This place is magic. It collects lost things. I just organized the socks." Max looked puzzled, asking, "So the house isn't a monster?" Marvin nodded happily, saying, "Nope, it's a friendly fixer-upper. It gathers lost stuff from all over town." He added, "Lunchboxes, toys, even old homework, like your science project." Mia's face lit up. She exclaimed, "My science project!" happily. Marvin reached into the sock pile and pulled out a glowing box, revealing her project perfectly preserved. Suddenly, the house groaned again, a loud and ominous sound that made everyone uneasy. Marvin warned, "Uh-oh, the house is full! Time for a reset!" Max, confused, asked, "What's a reset?" The house shuddered as a magic wind whooshed through, socks flying and the kids spinning in the air. The narrator described, "In a blink, they were outside, landing softly on the grass, safe and sound." Max, dizzy, wondered aloud, "Did we just get sneezed out?" Mia laughed happily, saying, "Think we did." "We really did." From that day on, Max and Mia never feared the monster house again, knowing its true secret. They brought Marvin fresh socks every week, sharing kindness and laughter with their new friend. The kids waved at the house as Marvin peeked out a window, waving back with a cheerful grin. The narrator concluded, "Because sometimes the scariest-looking places hide the friendliest secrets." The cheerful music played as the screen faded to a message, "Don't judge a house by its creaks." Children laughed and cheered, ready for more adventures, as the story ended with a bright, happy note. That's the end of the story. Hope you like this video," and paused to emphasize his message. Max then looked directly into the lens and urged viewers, please like and share this video to your loved ones. Don't forget to subscribe Reading Out Books channel in English language only.